ever been more violent than it is right now. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all your brethren teaching this word in all sincerity and truth. And shalom to the few aquas that listen and subscribe to this word. Shalom. It's the brother Damo Agabari from GMS Los Angeles with another lesson, Lord willing to edify and give you warning from Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right, and as you can see from this article, man, has American culture ever been more violent than it is right now? And the answer is no. And it's going to get more and more violent.
I could play Minecraft, I could play Lego, and Roblox.
Okay.
What the Minecraft Roblox?
Okay. Salakia. And the answer is yeah, and it's going to continue to get even more and more violent, man. All right, because we're living under a society under the rule of the wicked. Under this do as thou wilt society. As a scripture say, the valley of the shadow of death, which is America. All right. And this desensitized culture, this culture of death and Satanism and wickedness and violence is all finally coming home to roost here in this place, especially in these last times, because a lot of these people out here in the American society, man, are full of demons, man. A lot of them are, they got a lot of demons on them. A lot of them are hooked on opioids and taking all of these pills. They're popping pills all over the place. They're drinking more than ever. They're off of fentanyl. They're doing all type of drugs, man. So you mix that, with all of these evil spirits in a very dark and satanic and violent society, it's just a recipe for disaster, man. All right, these people out here are destroyed, man. Destroyed, especially 2/3 of our people. You're just as destroyed as these heathens out here, man, because you don't have any stability, nor wisdom, knowledge, nor hedge of protection from the Creator, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And it's only going to get worse, man. Wait until society collapses. Wait until, these manufactured famines of food, alcohol, these people going to have a lack of filling these prescriptions and getting these drugs and, getting their daily fix of what they need to keep them somewhat stable, even though they're still unstable as hell. There's going to be complete pandemonium out here, man. There's going to be all demons and all demonic behavior out here on the streets of America, man. And if you don't have Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai with you, you're going to be through out here, man. It's going to be like the annual purge out here. And you already have particular states out here saying that, they're going to do away with particular social services, like it's not going to be no more 911. It's not going to be no police in the streets. It's going to be complete lawlessness out here. All right. They don't make those purge movies for nothing, man. All right, because they know eventually this is what's going to happen and erupt in the society, especially when they pull the plug on the Federal Reserve and the banking system, and they allow all hell to break loose, man. It's going to be complete chaos out here on these streets, man. And right now, while it's still some form of law and order, these people are more violent than they've ever been. Scriptures tell you that the love of many is going to wax colder and colder, especially as things get tighter. Things, the availability of goods and services get, less. The grocery stores, shelves get empty. People are going to absolutely lose their minds, man. Like Gerald Salento say, when people absolutely lose everything, they lose it. We gotta wait till I'm done. Okay, go play with the other ones. It says, so let me read some of this article, man. I got a couple of precepts, but it's just showing you that, we're living in basically a decayed culture, man. Look how they're over-sexualized. Look at these women, man. They're highly over-sexualized. They've been abused through riding the cock carousel and drug abuse. They got all these different vibration and spirits of men on them, let alone all the drugs they're using, this feminism. These men out here are just as worse and terrible and bad and violent and destroyed, This is just a society straight decaying, man. An unprofitable society. And it's going to just continue to get worse and worse, man. All right. Violence is going to be unprecedented, the things that's going to happen here in Babylon the Great before it's all said and done, man. This is why, hey, we're putting our faith and trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for him to be our shield and buckler and defense from all of these These crazy Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and just Americans in general, man. These people out here are absolutely fucking crazy, man. You know, a lot of them got that taco sauce in them. A lot of them are just on edge, man. A lot of these people are just ready to just lose it, man. You know, look at the streets of Chicago, whatever the hell they putting in the water over there with them niggas over there. You know, you could just see this is just a very wicked and a very dark times that we're living in, man. All right, these demons are going to be activated and turned up. You know. Anyways, it says when a 6-year-old boy shoots his first grade teacher with a gun, that should be a sign to all of us that our culture has gotten completely out of control. Right. And who's to blame at the end of the day is Esau Edom. This is his society. This is his rulership. This is his kingdom. All right. And he's allowed this this society to get totally out of control, man. Because there's no law. I mean, because there's no righteous order in this place, man. There's no fear of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai on this earth. So therefore, it brings complete chaos, which that's Esau's whole main MO, and that's what he was created to do. Matter of fact, let me get that real. You know what? Let me finish this paragraph, and I'll get the first precept. It says, sadly, most of us will soon forget about that story because so many other examples of extreme violence will be making headlines. Our blood-soaked culture has produced an entire generation of young people that has become desensitized to violent acts, and that should deeply alarm all of us. Yeah, you know. Look at the video games. Look at the culture. Look at the movies. Look at the, you know, the things that these teens are downloading and watching on a daily basis, man. That's why now when people are literally getting killed or shot, dead in the streets, bleeding out, or somebody get hit by a car, or people are randomly fighting on the streets, man, what is the first thing these people do? Is pull out their phones and record it, man. All right, because they've been so desensitized to violence and death. It's just another day. It's just a normal thing. It doesn't even have an effect on them anymore, man. You know, and that's signs of a decayed society. Because you know, I remember when I was growing up, when people would fight, people would break it up, man. If somebody got shot or hit by a car, the whole neighborhood would run to his aid and to his defense and try to help him and get him in the car and drive him to the hospital. The first thing these people do is pull out their phones and record shit. I remember earlier today, I was, happened to be strolling through World Star Hip Hop, and there was this couple fighting, you know, and the family, they didn't even stop the shit. He was choking the bitch out. They just go on the phone recording it. And then, you know, it skips forward, and next thing you know, the girl just runs up and just stabs the dude like 2 times in the neck and push him off of the porch, and he's just sitting there bleeding out, man. And they're still recording it, you know. So it shows you that these people are totally desensitized, man. They don't have no morals. They don't have no brotherly love. They don't have no love for their neighbors, man. These people are complete and utter beasts and animals, all right? Which is why we see why Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has such a great judgment upon this earth, man. Especially here in Babylon the Great, because these people are through, man. It says a lot of Americans tend to focus on the rise in violent crime rates in our major cities, but the truth is that violence can suddenly erupt literally anywhere in this current environment. All right? Let me show you why that can happen. All right? Because this is a wicked and filthy, disgusting society ran by the man of sin, the damn devil Esau Edom. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 3. It says, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and that red horse represents power, and red is synonymous with Esau Edom. It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword, you see. And that's dealing with Esau Edom. You know, that's what he produces in the earth, because his vibration is all up in the planet Earth, man. And that's why, you know, death is such a huge part of the society, and blood, and murder, deaths, and kill, man, because this is an unrighteous society ran by an unrighteous man. You know, look at all this sex trafficking. Look how many women go missing. Look how children are harmed here in this society, man. And a lot of it is orchestrated, and a lot of it is allowed behind closed doors through sex trafficking rings, through snuff films, through child sacrifice, man. So this is a very blood-soaked and very filthy, nasty culture, you know, and it all stems from the man that's behind it, which is Esau Edom, who has set up to take peace from the earth, man. You know, which is why this whole planet is in need of a great reset and righteousness by Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, once upon a time, mass shootings were quite rare in the United States. Sadly, that is no longer true. According to the New York Times, there were 648 documented mass shootings last year. It says the Gun Violence Archive counted 648 mass shootings in 2022. All of these shootings involve 5 or more fatalities, including the attack at a Walmart, Salakia. It says including, what was it? What was that? Oh, including an attack at a Walmart in Chesapeake, Virginia on November 22nd, and the shooting at an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs on November 19th that left 5 people dead. Just think about those numbers for a moment. We almost had 2 mass shootings per day in 2023. Damn. They have become so common that most of them barely make a blip in the news. Could it be possible that one of the reasons why this is happening is because our entertainment has become so saturated with extreme acts of violence? Well, I mean, that's part of it too. And then the music. Look at hip hop music, man. Look how much deaf hip hop music and rap music is responsible for. Now, we understand that who's behind it and who's promoting it. But then again, at the same time, you got our people with all the talent getting paid millions of dollars to produce this deaf culture and deaf music, man. So our people are not off the hook because they're being wicked as all hell for, making money off of it and profiting off of the death, murder, and destruction of our own, people, man. But at the end of the day, it all stems from the damn devil, Esau, Edom. Because if he was truly about, making a change and, having a righteous society, that type of music wouldn't exist. Because in the kingdom of heaven, you better believe ain't going to be no drill music, no rap music, none of this bullshit that our people are sitting here rapping about. It's not going to be these demonic 808 beats and different vibrations and beats that, invoke violence and drug use and, music that promotes adultery and rape and, gang culture, pill popping, music that glorifies whorisms and all type of bullshit, man. You see? So this is a very wicked and dark society, man. And this is why the best thing for our people is to get the hell up out of here. We need Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We need to be delivered from this place because this place is destroying our people, man. Spiritually, morally, physically. It's totally the earth is the whole piece is being taken from this earth, man. It says by the time the average child finishes elementary school, that child has seen approximately 8,000 murders on television. And by the time the average child reaches the age of 18, that child has seen approximately 200,000 violent acts on television. It says, and we know that the television, TV, television programming, tell-all-vision programming is a huge part of this shit too, man. So it's just filled with nothing but witchcraft and influence and wickedness and, which plays a negative effect on these people out here, man. Like I said, and then on top of that, you add in the GMO foods, all of the chemicals, the chemicals and the poison in the foods, which has an effect on people's mental stability, people's moods, people's, how they think, their reactions, So you mix violent ass rap music with crack cocaine and alcohol and pills they pop all in one night. It's going to lead to a lot of strange and wicked and violent behavior, man. You see, which is why this place needs to be totally obliterated off the face of the earth. And which is why, our people needs to detach from this society and return to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, this is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Yeah, America is not our rest, man. Look up this word rest. All right, this place is not benefiting us. It's not helping us. It's destroying us, man, as a people, And the only remedy for our people is the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and the fear of the Lord. The word is manawa. It says resting place, rest, quietness, peacefully, figuratively, consolation, matrimony, hence an abode, comfortable, ease, quiet, resting place. Our people who ain't resting here, our people are totally destroyed here, restless, up all night, man. Roaming the streets, just a bunch of lost souls here in Babylon the Great, aka America, man. This place is destroying our people. It's not building them up. It's not giving them any sense of morality. You know, our people come here and do as they will. They're totally infected and saturated with black culture, which is death culture, man, on every level, man. Our people are caught up in every type of religion. They're lost in every type of philosophy, and it all ultimately leads to their minds being destroyed and them being corrupted and them being destroyed. See? It says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. And that's what America does, man. And this article is a prime example of that, man. It says, when will we finally admit that we have a major problem on our hands? When I was growing up, I never worried for a single moment that someone might bring a gun to my school and start shooting. Now, such a thing happens all the time. But I didn't expect to be reading about a 6-year-old boy shooting his teacher. You know, a lot of these kids are depressed. A lot of them are consuming too much social media and internet. On the internet too much all goddamn day. All right, they're being raised by YouTube and influencers and TikTok instead of being raised by their mothers and their fathers, man, in a God-fearing home. So these kids are totally out here destroyed, man. They're following all these stupid ass psychological operations, these stupid ass TikTok challenges, and these people are destroyed, man. You know, this is the worst society the earth has ever seen. You know, America. I'm gonna skip down because I don't want to read no more about that one. It says, yeah, talking about how why the hell would you want to be a teacher? You don't make no money. And these kids, yeah, and all these kids are all destroyed, man, which is a total failure on the behalf of the parents. It's not the teacher's job to teach these kids morals and ethics and respect for authority. That's a failure on the parents' part, man. You know, which at the end of the day, these parents are all, caught up in the rat race. They're running ragged. You know, Esau got them working around the clock, or even if they are working, or they just have a bunch of deadbeat parents who don't really give a shit, man. Especially Jake, man. Especially our people. You know, our home's been broken. You know, you got a bunch of single mothers in there raising these children. She bugged out. She got demons on her. She don't know what the hell she doing. She got her own thing going on. You know, she ain't really looking to take sufficient care of those kids, you know. And they're out here raising monsters. They ran the man out of the house. So now they got single mothers trying to raise sons and daughters. And she's doing a piss poor job on it, man. And they're all being raised by social media and TikTok and the rap videos and rap culture and black culture. And they're a bunch of damn demons, man. You know, like I said, on top of that, you mix in the drugs, the McDonald's, the chemicals, the chemtrails, you know, the vibration of Satan. It's just a combination of a straight disaster and violence and wickedness, man. It says, what does it say? I was going into more school shootings, man. It says, in the old days, teachers were looked up to as role models, but these days they are often worse than the students. That's true, too. Sadly, similar things could be said. You know, a lot of these teachers having sex with the children. A lot of these teachers are bugged out. They're stressed out. They're pissed off. A lot of these teachers getting beat up by the students in school, man. So it's just a whole horrible situation here in Babylon, man. It says, sadly, similar things can be said about many of those that are supposed to be protecting us from the rising tide of violence. And when I was growing up, I was taught that police officers were to be honored and respected, but way too often today they are engaged in activities that are utterly shameful. Look at that, you know? So this whole society is just through, man. It's finished on every level, man. Oh, I didn't show the video. Let me see if I can show you this shit, man. That's why I read that Micah 2 and 10, man. America has been the worst place ever for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This place has destroyed you with a sword destruction. Oh, I hope this clip pops up, man. Of course, you know it's going to be the nigga woman, man. Oh, come on, man. I hope that shit pop up. Oh, it didn't pop up? Fucking bitch. Oh, here we go. It says veterans talking. Wait, let me read up a little bit. It says our culture has deteriorated so dramatically that even our women are now openly brawling in public, especially the nigga woman, man. The nigga woman is the wild hyena on the loose, man. She is so out of order. She is such a beast. She is such an animal. It's sad, man. And that just further shows you how destroyed we are as a nation, man. And that's why at the Wadi Yahweh Shemi Hawashai for the elect, man, who's waking up and cleaning up our act and, seeking the old path, wherein is the good way. All right, let me show you what America has done to the so-called Negro woman, who's the head tribe of all you Negro, Latino, and Native American women. Look at this. Look, just watch, bro. It says your cart bumped my cart, and they just started fighting out of nowhere, man. Watch this. Y'all got babies over here. They fighting with their babies in the car. Basketball shorts on. Look. See, but like I said, look, people are so desensitized. The first reaction immediately is to pull out their camera phones and record shit, man. This is why America has been the worst situation for our people, man. Look at the nigga woman in there with basketball shorts. They're not women, man. They're literally brute beasts and animals. They're masculine as all hell. Filled with, like I said, filled with drugs, filled with chemicals, filled with fast food, filled with feminism and bro, let me get this precept, man. You see? And that's why, we ultimately don't give two shit about 2/3 of our people. I just use that example in the video, but the men are the same way, man. These niggas is a bang, bang, shoot them up, nigga, will blow you away just for nothing, man. Our people are destroyed, man. And the best thing for them is to be laid down, a mercy kill, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. It says, let me see. Yeah, it says, yet I had planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? You see? And the Lord looks down from heaven. He look at niggas like, hey, they ain't my people, man. That's why 2/3 of our people are likened unto heathens. Look at them, man. Scripture tell you that our women back in the ancient world was so delicate they wouldn't even have set their foot on the ground, man. They wanted to be, they were so feminine and so delicate that she wouldn't put her foot on the ground to walk on the dirt. Now these broads walk barefooted in the goddamn mud and in the rain, man. They'll come out the club and the bar and walk barefoot on concrete and get in the car. Or they'll have an all-out brawl in the middle of the street with breasts hanging out, wigs falling off, ass crack showing. It's just it's horrible, man. And that's not, I show you how people have lost their nobility, their righteousness, man. And what does it say? They're turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me, man. And that's what our people are, degenerates who don't have this truth. It says, for though thou wash thy with nitre and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord Yahweh. How canst thou say, I am not polluted? I have not gone after Balaam. See thy way in the valley and know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dromedary traversing her ways, a wild ass used to the wilderness that snuffeth up the wind at her pleasure. What is the wind? All these different philosophies. And what is the dromedary? It's like a wild deer, just constantly just roaming, lost souls, snuffing up every philosophy, getting caught up in everything except Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in the right way, man. It says, in her occasion, who can turn her away? Right. Look at Jake, 2/3 of our people. We can't turn them away from this wickedness and from this loss, from this black culture and being animals and brute beasts and feminists and whores and sluts and thuggos and homos and lesbians and every other abomination, man. You see? It says, all they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her month they shall find her. Yeah, because our people ain't hard to find, man. They just completely fucking wicked, man. And that's why Esau doesn't have a problem, putting their bottle to our people and getting them to be totally bugged out and just lost in the sauce, not knowing what the hell is going on, man. And it's only going to get worse, man. It's only going to get worse the closer we get to the end, man. All right? Shit, fighting like goddamn men. And that's like the most unattractive thing ever, man. Just seeing women out there just fighting like men. This is very low class, it's low rent. It's disgusting, man. All right. This is as I watched that video, I kept wondering why the men that were standing around were not breaking that fight out. Because you don't want to get involved with these wildebeests, man. She might hit you and try to fight you and take you to the ground, man. Bite a chunk out of your arm. It It says, or pull out a gun and shoot you, man. It says this is what happened. This wouldn't have happened in the old days, but in our time, people have been trained to stand back and film such events because they make great material for social media accounts. Our culture truly is coming apart at the seams all around us, and if we stay on this path, it isn't going to lead to anywhere good. We desperately need to change course, but most of our leaders are not interested in the new direction. In fact, many of our leaders are some of the biggest criminals of all. So don't expect things to get better anytime soon. Yeah, because this place is finished ultimately, man. You know, everybody that's joined into Babylon the Great is ultimately going to be destroyed here in Babylon the Great, man. And that's why for 2/3 of our people, forget about them, man. They're unsalvageable. Can't save these niggas, man. They just need to be destroyed. They need to be laid down and put down. You know, and we'll see them on the other side, man. All right. This is Job chapter 10, verse 19. It says, I should have been as though I had not been. I should have been carried from the womb to the grave. Are not my days few? Cease then and let me alone that I may take comfort a little, because Job was just catching so much hell. He just, praying to the Lord like, shit, I'm better off just not even living. I'm better off just died in the womb. And that's how, how bad being here in Babylon the Great is, man. Sometimes you wish, damn, I wish I just never be born. Sometimes you want to go back to the spirit world. Sometimes you don't even want to be here because it's just so horrible and so dark and so filthy, man. That's what America is, all right? This is a prison sentence. This is, the Lord brought us here to pay our punishment and our curse for disobeying and rebelling against him. It says, before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death, which is America. A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, and where the light is as darkness, And this can be applied to America. That's what this place is likened unto, man. A land of darkness and dark as darkness itself, man. There's no wisdom here. There's no wisdom. There's nothing good here for our people, man. But just death and a curse and totally being polluted and destroyed and led astray by this damn devil Esau. Which is why we're hastening so bad to get the hell up out of here. We need Yahushua. We need salvation. We need those new bodies, man. So that we can be made perfect and not sin and not be punished and have to be under the thumb of these damn heathens anymore, man. To where we can have control over the society and the government and rule over these nations and have our women back in order and in their right minds, man, and cleaned up and pure and, back to that dainty spirit that there was once in, man. Not this brawler beast, bad bitch, thuggo, weirdo culture that our people are totally dying under, This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And how did the Lord reject us? By bringing us here bringing us here on cargo slave ships in America to be ruled over by the bases of all men, Esau, Edom, man. You see what it has produced for our people. You saw that, bro. It says, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. And, and the children are destroyed too, man. You see these little nigglings running around here, man. They're just as horrible as the parents, man. They're out here just destroyed, man. They're out here just totally just out of order and little monsters that need to be laid down and put in the grave too. So as you can see, man, hey, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse, man. Scriptures tell you, it's going to get to the time to where it's going to be a lot of death, destruction, and chaos that's about to come here to Babylon the Great. The Lord's not going to heal Babylon. This is only going to get worse. This place is going down the shitter, man. And the only place for our people to go to is Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to repent and pray for mercy, man. So that you can be delivered from these ungodly, unruly, savage animals, man. So, hey, with that, Lord willing, you were edified. Call hello, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, put in the spirit of me and do this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. To the next one, Shalom.